All right, let me show y'all something real quick. I got a question. Let me borrow your rope here. Okay, so you come over here. There's Callum. Gosh, dang it. Got to get name tags, bro. Let me borrow that saddle. Okay, so there is variations to this stuff, and there's some cool stuff you can do. So if he takes the rope, and I met a Brandon, he was asking me, a lot of guys will sit like this, right? They'll just, instead of here, they'll just be, they're being slick. It's no big deal. There is a bit of a purpose to doing that with the calf behind you. Also, we're gonna have reins, and we're gonna have a horse that potentially is out of shape. So I can also slide this hand out, and it can be free, and I can feed rope to where I need it to and stop it and use this to bump my horse. So if you pretend like this is a Makati or your reins, right? If I need to reach through those coils and touch something, I can to the horn, as long as I have enough wraps, right? So if I'm dallied off pretty good and Seabiscuit needs to disengage his hip and he's a little lost, and me picking up and putting my leg on him, he's not moving, and I need some lateral flexion or something, I can reach through those coils and grab that Makati rein like, hey, get over there, you know what I mean? So, additionally, if you're roping off of something that gets wicked bothered with stuff around its butt, do not recommend, 10 out of 10, do not recommend. But if you do, that's up to you. It's your safety, not mine. If you do, so come behind me, one thing that I will do is, like, let's say I go to the horn, or let's say a calf is like where the cameraman is, and he runs by me, okay? So let's like get a slack rope and just walk through there. As he's coming by me, sometimes I'll reach out and grab this and pick it up over my horse's butt until it gets tight again, right? Until I know where the calf's gonna end up. While I'm doing this, I'm disengaging his hip. I'm like, hey, he's coming in behind us. So if you don't know what a rimfire is when your rope gets underneath your horse's tail. And there's few things that horses do not appreciate like a hot poly rope running across that booty hole. You hear me? They will absolutely break in half. The brokest horse you've ever seen in your life will smooth dump you if this gets under his tail. It's a very important thing to watch for. So that's why, like, if I'm to the horn and the calf runs off to the right, I'm gonna slide this hand out here and I'll pick that rope up until it gets tight again. And then if I need to feed rope or disengage or whatever. Right, so lots of times what you'll find is a huge part of keeping a horse out of a wreck is being in a wreck. Like, once you know what happens before what happens, you can be looking for these things. And you gotta think that almost always for every right-handed roper, not even almost always, your rope is gonna be on the right-hand side of your horse. It's gonna be on the right-hand side of his neck. Now there's lots of times where I'll flip my slack over my horse's head and be working it over here, but before I go back to the peg, we're coming around his head. Now you can, for the people who care, dally on the offside. And if you're gonna do that, you're gonna pitch your rope here, grab it on this side of your leg and dally backwards. Very difficult. That is like a very high level maneuver for you and your horse. And the only time that I really do that is if I front foot one on the offside. If I front foot a calf on the offside and I need to ride to the header, I'll pitch my rope here and go to the horn here, and I'll be pulling, this rope will be across this leg. But you can't, you can't feed rope really well because your hands are crossed up and then your reins are still, your horse really needs to listen to do this. Like, you really have, this is not something I would suggest doing on something that doesn't know. So like these borrowed horses that I use at these clinics, I never do this. Like, the only horse I do this on is my horse that knows the job. Because if you do this on one that does not know, you can get in a real pickle. Because like coming undallied here and then getting your rope back where it's supposed to be to go to the horn. I've seen guys do it. It's a really just high level maneuver. So for all extensive purposes, let's keep it on the right side of our pony, okay? Does that make sense? the main reason why I'm gonna use that is I'm gonna be to the horn, that sucker's gonna be running by me this way, and I'll just control this to make sure I don't get rim fired. And lots of times what you'll find, like if you have a horse that, like, okay, so let's go, so you make a whole circle around me, I'll pick it up, and let's say my horse won't disengage. As soon as that all gets tight,
You just kind of flip it over.
we're here, and then we're riding again.
But, yeah, but you'd have to pop them and.
You gotta get off the horn. It's a wreck. That is not fun. And this is all happening, once again, the cow does not want to be roped. So it's very important that as we go along, we work as a team, and your team can keep you out of this pickle. The way you approach heel shots, the way you communicate, like you don't want to be rim firing a guy, just, it's a bad deal. And at Brandon's and stuff, the way you approach the calf is very, very important. It keeps a guy from being in that spot. That's why like the roping on Sunday, that's why it's a pro-am. Because the guy who goes in that's the pro will have this ability to get himself out of a pickle if he gets put in a pickle. Because it happens when you got people learning, you know what I mean? It's sometimes unavoidable. And if it does happen to you and you're the one that caused the wreck, just throw a quick, my bad. Hey buddy, my bad, you know? And then you know not to do it again. Does that make sense? So we're gonna talk about drive lines and flight zones and all the things with cattle here in just a minute. That's a huge part of this. That's how we control the animal. And if everybody's on the same page, there's not a wreck. Cool? Who's up?